three different categories. One is the space science, another is aerospace. Okay, so if you come this side, sir, please. Here you see we have we can make arms, something like that. It is electronic application. And here is the kit where they can make a small telescope and observe by themselves. So once they understand about the optics, they can actually make a telescope out of these optics and observe even craters on the moon. So here you can see the rocket making kit. We have a launcher as well as a rocket, and here they will understand how the rocket will be launched using the tension mechanism. So just safely, they are not burning anything. So it can move back and forth. Okay. So and also we have a different kind of mechanism for the tires. Some of the wheels are having this the pulley mechanism and all, so they can understand that mechanism and how it works on the other planets. So we have different parts on this, like solar panels, the antenna. So antenna can be moved here, and we have a camera there. Okay, so they will understand what are the critical parts which should be there on the rover. Okay, so here is the rover which is actually inspired from the Mars rover, which is called Opportunity, and here we have the rover concept on the wall, and they will learn how the space communication happens. The antenna, usage of antenna, solar panels, and different components which will go into this kind of rover making. And also we have satellite models there, understand how the satellite communication happen and what are the critical parts of the satellite, like the boosters, the radiation shield, okay, insulators, and the antennas, and also the cameras, how actually they will get their own information about the location in the space. So all those components can be explained using that model. So if you come this side, as you know, there is solar system model. Yeah. So with the different distances, there is the 3D moon model where they can understand the surface details. Moon looks very smooth, but when we look at it, actually it's not smooth. Okay. So the surface features are different, and they are actually going to paint these models as an art. The students can actually have art because these planets doesn't look like actual planets, right? So they will get tasked to paint those planets according to their whatever they have learned accurately, and they are also going to paint the moon and locate the craters, highlands on the moon and all those things. And also they can see the back side of the moon. We can only see the front side of the moon, right? So in this they will also understand the entire moon as a sphere. And anyhow we have telescopes to watch the moon and even actually draw them by looking at it and understand better. And we have some softwares which will enable them to understand even more about the crater, what is the depth of it, altitude of it, range of it. So all these calculations they are doing. So here is an interesting model actually which is inspired from, can you tell me what is, any guess? Yeah, sundial. Jaipur, exactly. Super. So this is the sundial which is actually inspired from the Jaipur sundial model, the Samrat. Okay. So here with this actually we can take into the sunlight and measure the local true time. Whatever we are actually looking at the time, exact time. This is not exact because we are following the Indian standard time. Okay. So which is 82.5 degrees longitude. But in our location is Tattur. What will be the accurate time we can actually measure? Yesterday we were doing the measurements, sir, who were there. So we got some difference, around 20 minutes difference between this clock and our standard clock. If this is a scale model, so there we can take it outside and understand. Basically, if you look at the solar system, so we'll ask them to place the moon based on the information they got in the class. Okay, so they have to go outside. Even sometimes the school. This is an interesting model. We always see we have seen globe, but we have never seen the celestial globe. Okay, so this indicates the position of Earth in the space. So whatever we are observing the sky, the constellations, all those are actually mentioned on this. It can also be called as constellation globe, where we can understand where is the pole star, at what height the pole star will be from different locations. 88 constellations are there. So some of the small constellations are missed actually, but most of them are there. So here some of the indications are there. The yellow line indicates the movement of the sun through these constellations. We have the zodiac signs, right? 12 zodiac signs. So they can understand how the sun will move at different times. They can understand about seasons and the position of pole star and the constellations which are there in the sky. So this is very, very important to understand the three-dimensional space, because whenever we see on the two-dimensional paper, it will be very, very hard to understand these concepts. When they see these three-dimensional models, it will be very easy for the students to grasp the concept. Okay. So here students, 8th and 9th grades. So you can see this is actually inspired from helicopter mechanism. The helicopter blade is very complex mechanism, right? So here they can actually learn about the shaft, the rotating mechanism, the angle of attack for the air, and how the flight is generated, the lift is generated in the aircraft. And here they will understand the conversion of energy, okay, the electric energy into rotational energy, mechanical energy. They can understand all those things. So here is the robotic, the arms you can make, the robotic arms, the robotic legs, and how this functionality will happen. And here is a boat actually, we call it hydrodynamic boat. So like aerodynamics, aerodynamics is very important to understand the flight mechanism, right? Put in the water and understand how the ripples are created and how it is propelling itself. So all the techniques. So here again we have, for higher grades, we have not only just lenses, we have mirrors, other components. Here lenses and mirrors, where they can understand the convex, concave mirrors, converging lens, diverging lens, yes, spherical mirrors, all those things they will understand practically without getting any confusion. Because there are a lot of confusion about, oh, sir, what is this converging light, converging lens, diverging lens, all those things. Here actually we are giving lasers and every equipment which is required to focus the light, to diverge the light, and they can understand practically. And applications of it. So how it is used in the spectacles, how it is used in the telescopes. So obviously the opportunities are very high in the coming future for the students. So they should understand not only just the past of astronomy but the modern science which is in the world. The aerial learning they can get so that they will be ready for the future opportunities. So that is what agenda of the entire lab. And if you are following, where they will get a lot of experiential learning. And here it is a teacher, not only just teacher driven, it is also student driven. Both guys. So you can see right now when you open it is actually showing the current sky. Backward in time also. We can go thousands of years in past and thousands of years in future. And we can see what were the stars which were seen by our ancestors. Okay, they will change. The nakshatras positions are changing. Okay, so all those changings, they cannot get cloudy, they cannot see the stars, but this software enables us anytime if you want to see the sky. You can see how the solar system will look for the Martians if you are going to the Mars. If you even go to Pluto, how they will be seeing in the sky.
Yes.
Okay, so all those things we can actually observe in this. So there are a lot of features in this we can switch. You can see a lot of 88 constellations sir was asking, right? All the 88 constellations we can see, and we can observe what are the different constellations are available. Not only just this modern constellations that is categorized by International Astronomical Union, we can actually change this at different kinds of mythologies were there, right sir? So all those things we can actually see. There is something called star lore in this. We can go to Mayan culture and see what kind of stars they have seen.